Alright guys, I'm making another video here. I know it's been a week since I made one. I made a couple other ones, but I didn't like my energy on it. I sound like a pussy, I'm not gonna lie. And I just didn't respect myself after it. So I'm making another video here. I'm talking about players that I would start my NBA franchise with in 2024. So I have broken down into 5 categories between A plus A, B plus B, and old. And you have to understand, it's just not about who's the best player. There's a lot more that goes into it. It's about box office attraction, obviously skill set, who's a winner, um, who's handsome. Handsome has to do something with it because I mean, there's a reason why Kobe is pushed a lot more than James Harden when James Harden was clearly better than him skill for skill. So I'm just gonna break down a video of who I think I would start my NBA franchise with, the players that I would want. Obviously, let's just start. Let's just start and get rid of old real quick. Let's do in order. I would do one. I would do one. Steph Curry, even though he's 36, he still has a 4 or 5 more good years left. I think. I mean, all he does is shoot and just run around. Let's be honest. I mean, he plays no defense, but who cares? I mean, he's probably top 3 ever. You can make an argument. I made an argument. That was one of my videos that I made that I didn't put out because I sound like a pussy and a bitch. But Steph Curry, he is one of the best players ever. I think he's top 3, top 4. Maybe I'll make another video about why I think that. But I would start my franchise. He's box office. He's good looking. And I mean this in the most heterosexual way. Like I wouldn't want to fornicate with them. It's just like what I look and I'm like, oh okay, yeah, he looks good on posters. Not to be weird, but yeah, Steph Curry. He's 36. He can play four more good years. He's box office. I mean, I live in Orange County, and I've been to like 7 Warriors games just because Steph Curry was playing. I mean, I barely even like the guy, and maybe it's because our game is similar. We have the same skill set, but never mind. It doesn't matter. He's one of the best ever, and of course you would want to watch him play. Next, you have to go in order. Kawhi Leonard. He's 33 years old. He's still young. I mean, he's a superstar. He's won 2 championships already. And let's be honest, the Toronto Raptors team was shit. It was shit. I mean, their second best players, Siakam and Kyle Lowry. Like, stop, bro. Like, this is not. You can't win. You can't win with those 2 guys, but he did it. I mean, he was amazing. He won Finals MVP both championships. Maybe he robbed Boris Diaw, but that's another story again. In 2015 or 14, I think it was 14 when they won. But Kawhi Leonard, when he plays, he's one of the top 10 players in the NBA still. I mean, the guy's absolutely a bucket, plays good defense. Maybe not as good as defense as he used to play, but still really good defense. And he has a good 3 or 4 more good years left. Everybody loves watching him play. I mean, if Kawhi Leonard's playing, you're watching it. Everybody knows it. So there's a reason why he's on TNT every single damn Thursday when they last year in the past like 2 or 3 years. So next I'm gonna go with KD. Yeah, KD's 35, but I mean the guy loves playing basketball. He said in a podcast with Logan Paul that he wants to play till he's 45 years old. So I mean, if he wants to play 9 more years, like fuck it. If I'm an NBA franchise, I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll take KD. I mean, everybody loves watching him play. I mean, the guy's 7 foot. He lies about being 7 foot. He thinks he's 6'10" or something like that. He's weird. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't work with like the shortage or something. But not Kawhi. Sorry, KD. KD, one of the best players ever, top 10. He's scoring attraction. The guy just gets certified buckets. I would start a team with him still in the NBA. Next, I would say Paul George. Paul George. I mean, he's 34 years old. You probably have like 4 or 5 more good years left with him. But he's obviously not as box office as KD or Kawhi, but he's smooth, man. I mean, the way he plays is an amazing player. I really wish that he would have stayed with the Clippers, selfishly, but he's in Philadelphia now, and he's gonna play with that freaking brick shit house Joel Embiid, who I fucking can't stand. But whatever. Paul George is a great player. He would be higher on this list if it was like 2 or 3 years ago. He'd probably be in like the A or A plus category. No, not A plus, A or B plus category 2 or 3 years ago. But he's a franchise player. I mean, he was with the Clippers. He was for Indiana. He basically stole thunder from OKC. No pun intended. But he's a better player. He's a better player. He has a game that can translate till he's older because it's all handles and jump shooting. I mean, I don't even remember the last time he dunked in a game. But let's go next. Obviously, it's LeBron. He's probably the best player ever. I don't like him. I hate him. I can't stand him. But he's probably the best player ever. He's 39 years old. He probably will make more money than half of these players just on the final 2 years of his career. So this year, I think he retires in 2027. So maybe it's 3 more years. But I think in the 3 years that he plays for the Lakers with Bronny and trying to make a championship run in the farewell tour, he probably will garner more money than any Minnesota Timberwolves franchise will ever make, like in the next 7 years with Ant Edwards or with SGA with OKC. Like if you really think about it, they probably sell like 15, 20K a pop for courtside. Yeah, LeBron, excuse me, one of the best players ever, probably the best player ever. But I think that he's just getting old. He has 3 more good years left, so you just got to use him when you can. I mean, if it was like 4 or 5 years ago, he'd probably be number one still for the past like 20 years. 21 years. Next, should we go B? Yeah, let's go B. Chet Holmgren. I mean, he's only 22 years old. I think it was his second year in the NBA. He only played one, though, because he was injured his first year. So technically, he's a 2-year player, even though rookie year was last year. I mean, he's a freak. He's like a unicorn. He's like what Kristaps Porzingis was supposed to be when he was younger. He's like a 7-footer who can shoot, lights out. He can play defense. He can block shots, and he's just a beast. I mean, you got to respect it. He's probably B. He'll probably be higher, but I don't know. The injury. He's ugly. Sorry. He's ugly, and you can't really put him on posters. I mean, his beard is atrocious. Yeah, I mean, sorry to say. I mean, this is just the video. This is how I feel. No. Yes. Next, Tyrese Maxey. 23 years old. Good player. Averaged like 26 last year. But he's just... I don't want to watch a short guy play basketball. That's what it is. Like, when I watch a short guy play basketball, maybe that's like tallest by me. Like, how is it sexist? But it's not. But, like... He just like scutters. And do I want to watch a guy scutter? No. But he's a great player. He's 23 years old. He's arguably better than Embiid in the next 3 years coming up. He'll probably be better than Embiid. But Maxey, he's a good I think he'll be a good franchise player. He won't sell a lot of tickets. I don't know about his personality. I don't watch enough of him. But if I were to guess, his handsome level rate isn't the highest. So you won't see him in a lot of commercials. Even though he's from Philadelphia, you won't see him in a lot of commercials. But I think that he's a B-tier franchise player candidate. Next, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis. So again, you either have to be handsome or you have to have something about you that's like box office. And I'm not kidding you. When I was how old was I when this? I was 16, 17. I was like, damn, I want to see this guy with his unibrow up close and personal. I want to see it so far away from row 2. I think I might have been row 3. Lakers versus Pelicans. I need to watch this guy. I need to watch this guy play. And Anthony Davis, he's 31 years old. He's injury prone. I don't even know if he's injury prone. I don't know if he's injury prone or just a bitch. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get kicked hard in the leg. I spar MMA, so I kickbox and stuff like that. And like, I don't even cry like that. And I get elbowed. So it's insane to me when I watch these pussies. When I watch these pussies play and they're out with a sprained ankle for 3 months. You know who you are. But AD, who'd be higher in this list if it was 2 or 3 years ago, but it's not. And it's 2024. He's 31 years old. He probably has like a good 4 or 5 years left as being like the guy. And then you would have to probably pair him with a younger guard. Like you can try to get like De'Aaron Fox out of free agency or something like that. Next, you got to go LaMelo Ball. He's injury prone. He takes months off a sprained ankle, which is insane. But he's injury prone. And he's box office. I mean, when he was a kid, I literally watched this kid play at 9, 10 years old. Like I would have an AU tournament, and then like the 10 under or 13 under, whatever he was playing at the time, because he used to play up in divisions. You'd watch them play, and then you're like, who the fuck is this kid? This kid looks like a Smurf, and with ugly too. With like his teeth were bad. It was gross. But he was a good player, and you're like, who the hell is this kid? He's like fake Steve Nash, just running around in circles. And I watched him play when he was in Chino Hills too, and when he was on Big Baller Brand and Chino Hills, and I'm like, this dude, he's box office. He knows what he's doing. LeVar Ball knew what he was doing. Lonzo Ball knows what he's doing. DeLangelo didn't get it, but those three got it. And LaMelo Ball, he's 22 years old. He's flashy. He's basically what Ricky Rubio should have been when he got drafted over Steph Curry. And LaMelo Ball, he's gonna be a player to contend with for franchises ever. I mean, maybe he's gonna leave Charlotte soon because like that, who gives a flying fuck about Charlotte? But LaMelo Ball, I mean, I would take him. I would put him higher if his skill level was a little bit better and he was not injury prone. I mean, I'll probably put him in around A, but just because I know this guy will sell tickets, you can put like a Siakam with him or like a low level tier player, but he can run your franchise for 12 to 13 years and make a lot of money from it. I mean, jersey sales, a lot of kids love him. He has his own shoe with Puma. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why LaMelo Ball should be there. Maybe I should have put him at B+. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put him at B+. Change my mind. Next, all right, I'm going to substitute him now. Scotty Barnes. I'll put Scotty Barnes up here because I think he's over Chet Holmgren. Scotty Barnes, the one bad thing about him, the guy's autistic. I don't know if it's bad or good. Maybe I said bad. I don't know. But he's autistic. I mean, you see those compilation videos. I mean, this guy is straight retard. And he's a really good player, though. I mean, I bet against him. I bet on him at Florida State when they played somebody. I forgot who. And I was reading, Notre Dame. Oh, my God. This guy pissed me off. I think it was the ACC playoffs. Oh, he pissed me off. But he's a good player. Plays defense. He can't shoot worth a lick. But he's a really good defender. He's a good passer. I think he averaged like 20, like 8 and 6 or something like that. So he knows what he's doing. He's a good player. He's only like 23 years old. He's 23 years old. And I think he has a good 10 to 15 years. I don't know if he'll ever be that number one player on a championship team, because I don't think any of these guys that I listed, besides the old category, obviously, the last, what is that, 5? Yeah, the last 5. I don't think any of these guys are like championship, like star players. But box office, yeah. I mean, Scotty Barnes is, I don't even know if he's decent. No, he's not decent looking. He's whatever. But his autism makes him funny. Let's just say that. Next, I go back to the B tier. So De'Aaron Fox. I was actually contemplating either putting him here or putting Domantas Sabonis in here, because I think Sabonis is better than him anyways. But De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he's fast. He'll sell tickets like if you're poor. So, I mean, you'll sell tickets for the Kings if you're poor. I mean, if you want to watch him here. But he's a good player. He can go off any night. I remember that one game he had against the Clippers where the score was like 170 to 165 or something like that. And he was just amazing. So, he obviously shows he has levels in basketball. Like, he has good skill. Can't shoot free throws worth a lick. I mean, I couldn't stand him. I wanted to punch him in the face so hard when he missed it in the third quarter. I had over 23.5 points for the Kings. And this dude missed 3 free throws, two flagrant free throws, and a technical foul free throw. I'm like, why the fuck is this guy shooting technical foul free throws after just missing 2 flagrant ones? Yeah, he can't shoot free throws, but he's a decent-looking guy. Excuse me, I just burped. He's a decent-looking guy. I would probably say he's obviously not as good-looking as LaMelo Ball. It has nothing to do with the skin color. So if you're saying that, it has nothing to do with that. But his skill level isn't let's win a championship good. You have to understand, there's only, I made this about my video on Steph Curry that I didn't post, but there's only a couple people that are point guards that can win. It's like a generational thing. Steph Curry, Magic, even Magic's cheating, 6'9". Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas, Jason Kidd. These are the people that can go to championships by themselves. Chris Paul could even do it by himself. Chris Paul had Blake Griffin and all these other guys as the best player and couldn't do it. So you know how hard it is as a point guard to win a championship? So if I know that if I'm an owner, if I'm Stan Kroenke, if I'm the Bus family, if I don't want to be a low market place because those places are trash. But if I'm like the Dolan family with Madison Square Garden Group and all these other freaking big market, what's his name, Steve Ballmer, I'm not picking a point guard as my franchise player because one, no one wants to watch small people. Two, no one wants to watch people pass the ball. Three, you can't win a championship if you're short as your best player. So De'Aaron Fox falls into that category. I'm sorry. I know it sucks. Next, who did I want? Oh, John Morant. John Morant. This guy slings guns. He slings guns. I mean, the guy has a problem, but people love him. I mean, I had a rookie card of his that I bought for like $800. This guy played one good game versus the Lakers last year or 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago now. He played one good season. I sold the card for $4,500. People just love this guy. People love watching him play. I never watched him play. I never said like let's go watch a John Morant game because I just didn't care about him. But John Morant's a good player. I mean, you saw with Memphis when he came back this year that he train of thought. That he came back with Memphis that they were winning again. And then when he went out, these guys went to shit. Marcus Smart started playing like Marcus Dumb. I don't know. They started playing Kankar and like Almeida or Aldama or whatever his name is. They just started playing some randoms. And they started playing David Roddy. Like that guy's fat and out of shape. But like they started playing these fucking weirdos and these fags. And John Morant by himself was carrying with Jaren Jackson. I mean, that's insane. So John Morant obviously is a B+ player. He has his own shoe, I think, and he's people say he's good looking. I don't see it. I mean, I don't know. I don't like. I guess I said I don't like guys with dreads, but I don't like guys in general. But I'm like, I'm not. I wouldn't be jealous. I'll say that. Okay. Next, you have to put Hole Embiid. Yeah, Hole. He's 31, I think. 30. He's 30. Sorry. He's 30 years old. He's just fat, out of shape. But he's an MVP, allegedly. I mean, I don't even think he won. Jokic should have won 4 straight. Joel Embiid, I mean, Hole, he's bad. I hate watching him play. But I understand why you'd want him. He's a dominant center. He flops a lot. He's a pussy. No one respects him. When I say no one, I mean me. You saw in Team USA, the guy was an actual joke. The people are saying, oh, he carried Serbia when he didn't. He carried against Serbia when he didn't. The guy gave up 4 offensive rebounds to some freaking schmutt from a 6'8" schmutt from Serbia. I don't even know what his name was. Tedosic? I don't know. I just made that up. But he's not it. But people like him. He's funny. He's charismatic, I guess. And I wouldn't pick him as my franchise player. I want to pick Scotty Barnes either. Let me see. I wouldn't pick any of these guys actually over him. So Joel Embiid, he's a B+ category player, and I think that at 30 he can give you like 3 or 4 more good years left until he freaking blows out his knee again and then starts crying about it and like fake like he's hurt. So next, Tyrese Halliburton, you have to put him here. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton, he's 24 years old. He's basically Jason Kidd. Honestly, he plays great defense. He's Jason Kidd. I mean, people hate it. He's Jason Kidd. I mean, he's a good player. He's a really good player. I like his game a lot. Even though people clown him for not playing in the Team USA, but let's be honest. Are you playing in it? I might play in it, but are you playing in it? No. So Tyrese Halliburton is a good player. He'll be in Team USA. He's a franchise guy. I would build my franchise around him. He's 6'7", so I mean he ain't small point guard, but like he's 6'7", so He's a good player. I think that I'll put him over Joel Embiid, honestly, because I fucking hate Joel Embiid. I'll put him over Joel Embiid. Will I put him over LaMelo Ball? Yeah, I'll put him over LaMelo Ball too. So I think he's right there. And I think Tyrese Halliburton's a good player. I think he has a chance to be, if you pair him correctly. I like that Siakam thing, like a good second guy like that. Even though Siakam like Kawhi Leonard won with you, I mean that's crazy. But uh, Tyrese Halliburton, maybe you get him another player like who's a good player that's like older. I don't even say like Tobias Harris, but something around Tobias Harris that like you're like, oh, he gives you like 18 a night. He can be the best player on any given night, and that's Tyrese Halliburton. He's a good franchise player. Yeah, yeah, good looking level. Yeah, I don't know. He has a gummy smile. I don't respect it, but whatever. He's a good player, and I like watching him play. So next, who did I put? Oh, Paulo Banchero. He's 20 years old. I mean, the guy's a beast. He literally sometimes, I'm not even kidding you, he reminds me of like LeBron. His head is huge. He's a big guy. But then some games he reminds me of like Pablo Prigioni. Like he just plays like shit. And I think that Paulo Banchero, he's 20 years old. He'll probably be a little bit higher when he gets older. But he's ugly, man. I mean, that guy. If he has a hot girlfriend, I mean, let's be honest, she's in it for the money. She's in it for the money. And I just can't see him in commercials. I mean, you have to be in commercials. You need to be Uncle Drew Kyrie Irving to be that franchise guy. You need to be LeBron with that when he was like the 5 LeBrons in that commercial on Nike, or what he was doing with Sprite, or what he was or you can be KD with a really nice signature shoe. Am I buying a Paulo Banchero shoe? No. He doesn't have that, and that's the problem. Like he might be a really good player or a great player, but am I gonna spend money to go watch him play? No, I'm not. So I'd rather watch LaMelo Ball play, Halliburton play, John Morant play. I even would rather watch De'Aaron Fox play. So Paul, even though he might win you championships, I mean the guy ain't selling tickets. I'll tell you that. But you know who will sell tickets and is so disrespected? We need to put more respect on this guy's name. His name's Zion Williamson. He's a freaking beast. The guy plays for like 35 minutes versus the Lakers, just dominates them, and then gets injured. He's fat. I know he's fat. I know he's weird. He likes to pay. I guess it's not weird having paying for intercourse. I mean, I haven't done it, but I know people who've done it, and it's not that weird. He does it. He likes telling porn stars they're their world and like something. Yeah, do you remember that thing when he had with that Ling Ling girl? I don't even know her name. That might have been racist, but I'm Asian, so it's not racist because I'm Asian. But remember he was like trying to talk. He's like, I love you and this and that. It was weird, but he did it. And maybe we need to. If I was an owner, I would probably talk him down like, hey man, these are the girls you can date. If you're gonna be on my team, these are the girls you can date. If you don't want to do that, then you're gonna be forced to be sitting out for 4 or 5 years, not making any money, because your choice in women are bad, right? So I would take Zion, though. He's box office. Everybody watch. Dude, his shoe exploded in a game, and people still talk about it. Montana of 300 made a song about his shoe exploding in a game. Like, that's insane. Like, who else is talking about a college player like that? He's a freaking animal. He's probably going to be in the Olympics next season, in the next 4 years. He'll be on the Olympic team or something. He needs to get in shape. He's fat. I mean, I'm skinnier than him. It's crazy. But he's a beast. I respect him. He's only 24 years old. You have a good 8-9 years left with him. He can sell tickets. He is ugly, I know, but he's a freak. And again, you either have to be handsome or a freak, and he's a freak. So he's a freak on and off the court. His women type are freaky. On the court, he's freaky athletic. So he's gonna be fine. I'm definitely gonna pay for money to watch Zion Williamson play. The thing is, he's never been played. I don't think he's played in LA. I don't even know if he's played in LA. Oh, he actually did because I was out of town. But excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, I'd probably put him the first in 8s here. So there's not a lot of people I'd pick over him. Next, SGA, Shai Gilgeous. I don't believe the hype. The guy has like 3 or 4 moves, but he's a really good player. He makes every damn mid-range jumper. I'm like, this dude is like what Westbrook was, but not as fast. Um, he's he's a good player. They traded him for Paul George, which, and honestly, people say, "Oh, OKC got the better end of the deal." I don't think so. I think Clippers were fine. They sold a lot of tickets. Paul George was good for 4 or 5 years for them. But SGA, he's a monster. I mean, I like his game sometimes. I don't like it the other times. So I'd put him here, and girls like him. He has nice clothes. His stylist is good. But would I start if I was the Knicks? Would start a franchise with him? Probably not. I don't. Does he say anything? I know he types things on Twitter and like on X and Instagram on his captions on his thing, but like in person, does he say anything? I don't know. And like the Toronto accent too, I can't stand it. I mean, I had a couple teammates that were from Toronto, and everything is just like they talk funny. So you can't put him in commercials. He can't act. So that's what it is. Next, Bam Adebayo. Yeah, I know, hate him. He's not flashy, but he's a good player. The one thing, too, why are you dating Asia Wilson? You're Bam Adebayo. You probably have a massive cock. Can I say that? He probably has a massive cock. Why the fuck are you dating Asia Wilson? Are you retarded? You can get any girl you want. You live in Miami, and you're like, I'm gonna date Asia Wilson. Are you literally a moron? Why the hell would you date Asia Wilson? You could go to Miami, find a freaking Puerto Rico, a Brazilian, a Cuban with a fat ass, and you're over here dating Asia Wilson. And don't any of these people watching this video say, oh, Asia Wilson's hot, Angel Reese is hot, Rick Owens, Caitlin Clark is hot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Have you ever seen good-looking women in your life? Go walk outside a little bit. Go to Pornhub and jack off to something. Because that ain't it. I know some of you weirdos are over here looking up like Angel Reese nude or something weird, seeing something leaked or Asia Wilson nude. Don't do that. Have some respect. Look up some real women nudes. Look up who had nudes that are nice. Like when I was younger, Vanessa Hudgens. Oh, dude, look up that. Don't look up this shit. Don't look up Asia Wilson nudes, you fucking weirdos. So, anyways, Bam Adebayo, bad taste in women. He's not really handsome, but he's a winner. He went to two finals. He went to two championship series. How do you not put him in here? I mean, he's 27 years old only. I like his game. I like his game. I mean, he passes. He'll be there for 10 years. A good player for 10 years, and that's what you need. He probably won't sell a lot of tickets, but what's the point of selling tickets? What's the point of selling tickets when you go to the finals? The tickets prices will go higher anyways. So, Bam, put him third. I don't know if he can be your superstar player, but I'll take him as a franchise guy though. You could probably put like two has-beens with him, maybe like a Harden, even though Harden's one of my favorites. But you can put like a Harden with him. It's like some 2 or 3 year rental guys, a Jimmy Butler with him. So you put him up here. Oh, maybe I should have put Jimmy on this list, but he's kind of old now anyways. But he's probably been in the old list. But yeah, next. Devin Booker, he's 27. Good-looking guy. But like his game doesn't translate. I'm just tired of him talking shit and losing. Like he talks so much shit and loses. And that's just I can't deal with that. Imagine if I'm Steve Ballmer or I'm Jeannie Buss. No, I don't want to be Jeannie Buss. I don't want to be a woman. But imagine I'm Steve Ballmer and I'm like, oh, this dude over here is talking so much shit and just losing. And I'm just paying this guy $30, $40, $50 million every year. And this fucking idiot keeps losing and talking shit. You don't want to deal with that. This guy talks shit to Luka. He talks shit to Paul George. Like, you want to deal with that? Like, no, you don't want to deal with that. But he's a good player. He's a good-looking guy. I would watch him play. I mean, I watched him play a couple of times. They blew out the Lakers when I watched him play. And actually, Kendall Jenner was sitting courtside for it. But I like his game. I mean, he's a good player. Sometimes he thinks he's Kobe, but he's not. And he just needs to realize that he's his own guy, He has his own signature shoe now, too. The Devin Booker, the Book Ones, or whatever they're called. So Nike's banking a lot on him. People are banking a lot on him. So I like it. I'll put him in the A category. Next, you have to put Tatum. Tatum has to be on here. Obviously, I don't like him. He's a good-looking guy. Um, he he's annoying. Like he's corny. He needs to. If I was the franchise owner, I would tell him to stop talking. Like just shut the fuck up. Sit there, look pretty, because he is. He's a good-looking guy. Don't try to copy Kobe. You're not Kobe. Be your own man. You're from St. Louis, dude. Like just be your own guy. Like don't be a weirdo. Um, he'll probably win another 2 or 3 more championships though, because it's just how good that Celtics team is. But I don't watch I don't watch to watch the Celtics because of him. I want to watch it because of the collective unit. And he's 27. He's 26. Sorry, so he has a good like 10 more years left. And I think it's fair to put him here. Yeah, I think it's fair to put him here. So next, who did I put? Oh yeah, Jokic. My 5th place, Jokic. Love him. Absolutely love him. He ain't selling shit, though. I watch him play because I love basketball. Are people going to watch him play? The guy doesn't have Instagram, I think. He doesn't have Twitter or X. He doesn't have any of that stuff. He's ugly. He's fat. He barely speaks English. He hates his life when he plays basketball in the NBA. I wouldn't put him. Why would I want to pay a guy that's going to be like that, even though I know he's an amazing player? He's one of the best centers ever, and he should be a 4-time MVP. Fuck Joel Embiid. Should be a 4-time MVP. Yeah, I'd probably put Jokic 5th, and I think that's respectable. So, he's 29. He has another... Let's be honest. He might retire early. I could see him retiring at like 33. I'm not even kidding. I could see him retiring at 33 because he just hates his life. He's like, I already made money. I want to spend time with horses and like be weird. So if he wants to do that, then let him do it. But I'll get 4 good years. I'll go to like the semis or the conference finals or finals every single year. We win a championship maybe once or twice more. I'll take it. I mean, he's a monster. Next, you have to go Ant Edwards. Can I put him in front? Yeah. Ant Edwards. This dude, he's box office. There's not a lot of box office guys like there were in the 2010s. You have to understand. So when you get a guy like Ant Edwards who people want to see play, he's a good-looking guy. He's funny. He's charismatic. He's a baller. He can't shoot worth a lick, but he goes to the basket and he lays the ball in because he never fucking dunks. It pisses me off. But he's a baller. He's only 23 years old. He has a good 12 more years left. He'll make a franchise over $1 billion in revenue just off jersey sales, tickets. If he was not in Minnesota. Like, if he was in a real franchise, a real place, not that freaking shitty Midwest. If he was, like, in L.A., New York, Miami, San Fran, Vegas when they get a team. Like, if he's somewhere there, yeah, he's box office for sure. I think he'll win a championship because he's a competitor. He's a really good competitor, and I like that. So... When I see, and then he works hard too. He made a video about, he saw KD work out, and KD works out for 45 minutes, but really hard, and then he wants to do that and replicate it, and that's what you want. If I'm an owner, I'm strolling around the practice facility, and I see freaking this dude who's working out, I'm like, I would love this guy, you know? So Ant Edwards, I mean, the guy's funny. He did a send a video thing, you know, like when he asked that girl to get a abort, yeah, you know. He asked the girl to get that, and then he was like, send a video, wired her like $100,000. I mean, like, dude, that's insane. So he'd probably be my 4th place person I would pick to start a franchise with. 3. Dave 3 would have to be Giannis. He's 29 also, but he's a freak. People want to watch him play. He's box office. He's buff. He's charismatic. His accent's funny when he speaks English. How do you not like him? I mean, I like Giannis. I like to watch him play. He's just like basically a better Amari Stoudemire with ball handling skill. That's basically what he is, right? So he's a monster. He's 29 years old only. He has a good like 6 years left. I think that he's a handsome guy. I won't even speak about his misses, but he's a handsome guy. Maybe get a scandal here and there. You know, if you're a franchise player, you want a scandal. Get a scandal. Go cheat on your wife or something. You know, do something. Don't just freaking sit there and like, oh, I'm taking care of. Don't be a family man. That doesn't work. Be Kobe. Kobe had sex with 200 women. R.I.P. 200 women. Respectful. Okay? Go do something like that. I know you're in Milwaukee and that place is garbage. It's probably not no good looking women over there. So go to. You need to leave. If you're not, if you're Giannis, I'm not kidding you, Giannis. This is what agents need to do. You need to say, hey, if you want me to be on your team, and if you're Milwaukee or if you're Minnesota, you show them the numbers of what you do and what they did prior before you were there. You show them what you do, and you ask for a percentage of the team. You say, I need 2 or 3% stake, and you can take it out of my contract, but I need 2 or 3% stake of this team, and that's what you do. Okay, so Giannis, 29, third, second. Shit, who's second? Here he is. Wemby. It has to be Wemby. He's a freak. He's a freak. He's 7'4". He's 20 years old. He's injury prone. That's why I put him number 2. If there was a number 1, if he wasn't injury prone, he would be number 1. But he has to be number 2 because he's injury prone. He's tall. I don't want him to have like Liz Frank. I don't want him to have Tommy John. I know it's baseball, but I don't want him to have like an ACL injury, God forbid. Hopefully he doesn't have that. He's a really good player. He's a freak, and everybody would love to watch this guy play, man. I mean, have you ever been to Cirque du Soleil? That's what he is. My girlfriend a freak like Cirque du Soleil. That's Lil Wayne. But he's a freak. He's gonna be amazing. He's probably gonna win a couple championships with San Antonio. He needs to leave San Antonio though. Let's be honest. I mean, Pop's not gonna be there forever. He's probably 5 more years of coaching. He needs to leave, and Victor Wembanyama needs to go to like the Knicks, Brooklyn, Miami, Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, somewhere like that. When Las Vegas gets a team, and show your freakiness. You know, show your freakiness. Like, imagine you have Wembanyama, and you're like, oh, I want to see him against Giannis. That's like amazing matchup, you know. So, or like remember when like Kobe would face, not Kobe, sorry, when Shaq would face Yao Ming and everybody would just like stop what they're doing and watch it. That's what you want. That's what you want right there. You want that Wembanyama, that matchup with Jokic, and the Wembanyama with Giannis, and Wembanyama with AD and all these other guys, and Joel Embiid, because he is that freak, and they want to see it. And he's box office. I've never seen a rookie be cared about more than Wembanyama. I think his hype was more than LeBron's. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. So last, it has to be Luka Magic, right? Luka's amazing, beast. His rookie card's worth like 1.5 mil for like a good rookie card of his. That's insane. He's only 25 years old. He has another 10 more years left. He needs to lose weight though. He's getting fat. He needs to stop hanging around those Dallas freaking barbecue spots. Don't go to Lucille's or don't go to Dickie's. Go eat some vegan food in Dallas. I know it's hard because there's only fat women there, but you have to branch out. You need to go to the team nutritionist. And you need to say, hey, I need some meal preps. I need to eat this. I need to stop eating freaking cheesecakes. I need to stop eating pork. I need to stop eating all this stuff. And you need to eat clean. And you need to look good. He's a good-looking player. Maybe need to whiten his teeth a little bit. But he's a good-looking guy. People just love watching him play. He's funny. He has a funny accent. He's good. He has good charisma. He talks shit, backs it up. You respect it. I respect it. If you're Mark Cuban, I guess Mark Cuban doesn't own the team as much as he used to. I think he only owns like a couple percentages. If you're Mark Cuban, you can't even fault what, like, you let Luka do whatever he wants. You know, if he wants to go party. Remember when James Harden used to go party for Houston, to go to like to Las Vegas or go to Atlanta and then come back for a Houston game. Like, let him do that. You know, I want to hear these stories about Luka. You know, like, I want that to happen. I'm tired of seeing his mom at the games and this and that. Like, no. You need like a baddie, a light-skinned girl at the game, and then like you got to be that persona, you know? You be that guy. Go be that guy that's gonna score 35, talk shit, and call you a mother effer, you know? Be that guy. So he's probably what I would start my franchise with if I start in 2024. That's the NBA player I'd want. And then obviously Wembanyama, Giannis. You would never get. I don't think you'll go wrong with any of the first 10. Any of the first 10, you won't go wrong. Obviously, Bam is a weird pick because he's not handsome. He's dating Asia Wilson, and he's not a flashy player, but he's a winner. And when you get winners, you have to take them. I mean, it's like Tim Duncan. He's a winner. He's not flashy. He's not sexy. He might be gay, but I'm not saying that. But he's a winner, and you need winners. And I guarantee you, San Antonio loves what's his name, Mickey Harrison or whatever his name is, and Pop. I don't know if Mickey Harrison is the guy actually. Mickey Harrison might be Heat, but that they love Tim Duncan over there. I mean, they love him. He's boring, but he gets the job done. They win championships, and that's all you need. And Bam Adebayo, if he gets a couple good more players, I mean that Heat team is garbage right now. If you get another couple players, they'll win championships. So this is my top, what was it, 25 players I'll start a franchise with. It goes in order, so if you see the first name next to the A plus, A, B plus, B are old, that's what I'll start with, and I'll move all the way down. So obviously Luka's first, and then LeBron's last because LeBron's age. But this is who I'll start with. Appreciate you guys. I'll make more videos. Sorry for the wait. No Little Wayne.